Hello and welcome to kindergarten. I'm David Young, Assistant Superintendent in the Boyle County School System. In Boyle County, we pride ourselves on getting students ready for college and their careers. Of course, this begins in kindergarten. As my wife and I work to get our own children ready for kindergarten, we often wondered what the most important skills were that kids needed in order to be successful. On this DVD, teachers from our school district have created a list of the top 10 readiness skills that help prepare your child for their first year of school. They are recognizing colors and shapes, counting objects to 10, recognizing and writing their first name, recognizing the letters of the alphabet, holding a pencil or crayon correctly, cutting with scissors, following directions, conversation skills and vocabulary, cooperation, and independence. It's important to note that this list of readiness skills is not required in order for your child to attend kindergarten. However, students who have these skills when they enter kindergarten often have a greater level of success throughout their careers. It's often said that a child's first and most important teacher is you, the parent. We hope that this DVD will give you some tools that will help you as you get ready for this exciting time in your child's life. We look forward to seeing you this fall. It's important that your child can recognize all of the colors that you would find in a standard box of crayons. It's also important that your child can recognize basic shapes, specifically squares, rectangles, circles, and triangles.
There's the orange one. Where's the orange? Good. Where's the brown?
Point out colors and shapes as you read with your child. Books like Brown Bear by Eric Carle are great for color recognition. Other things you can do at home are to play I Spy, looking for colors and shapes in the room, have scavenger hunts looking for colors and shapes throughout the house, cut out shapes in sandwiches, cookie dough or play using cookie cutters, and sort items by color and shape. As students count objects, it's important that they be able to touch or move each object as they count it. It's also important for them to recognize any number 1 through 10. Some things you can do at home are sort items into piles of a given number, like a group of 8 M&Ms. Count everyday objects such as Fruit Loops or goldfish crackers, and look for numbers around you. Road signs, house numbers, and even clocks are great items to use to get your child to recognize numbers. Children love to write, so give them as many opportunities as possible to experiment with writing. Remember that writing begins with pictures and scribbles. As your child begins to write letters, also remember that it's completely normal for them to reverse some of their letters. By the time your child enters kindergarten, it will help with daily routines if they can recognize and write their first name. Things to do at home are, children love to write their names in shaving cream. Also, put your child's name on their bedroom door and other objects they love to play with. Finally, look for your child's name in books, magazines, movies, and on television. It will help your child to know all of their uppercase letters, A to Z, and as many lowercase letters as possible. They don't have to be able to write all the letters, but recognizing the letters is a great foundation for reading. Things to do at home. Start with the letters in their name, as mentioned earlier. These letters are very important to your child and will serve as a great first step. Go on a letter hunt. Letters are everywhere, so have your child hunt for a particular letter. When they find it, say the letters sound together and celebrate. Point out words in books based on their beginning letter. For instance, point out that the words pink and pig both begin with a P. As soon as your child begins to hold a pencil or crayon, teach them how to hold it correctly. One of the most common types of incorrect grip is when your child holds the pencil in a fist with the point down and exiting near the pinky finger. Teach your child to use the tripod position with their side of their tall man finger, the pad of their thumb, and the tip of their pointer finger touching the pencil or crayon. All other fingers should be slightly bent. Things you can do at home. Playing with Play-Doh strengthens kids' fingers and hands. Hold the pencil with your child and draw basic strokes like lines and circles. Finally, practice the pinching motion needed for holding a crayon by having your child pinch a cotton ball with their pointer finger and thumb. Children need many opportunities to practice cutting. Holding the scissors correctly does not always come naturally and will have to be modeled for your child. Teach them to put their first 2 fingers in the bottom oval part of the scissors and their thumb in the top circular part of the scissors. It is important to use child safety scissors and give your child lots of opportunities to cut scrap paper, newspapers, or other items early on. At first, just focus on them holding the scissors and cutting safely, not cutting on a line. At home, try cutting out coupons together. Also, feel free to make a mess with scrap paper. And finally, try drawing lines on paper for your child to cut on.
Walk back to your seats. I'm looking to see who is following directions.
One of the most important skills a child can possess is the ability to follow directions. This is important for classroom routines and for safety. Creating consistent routines throughout your child's day that preschool-age kids can successfully follow will help them learn to follow directions. Some examples are how we clean up, put our clothes away, and get ready for bed. Things to do at home. Routine, routine, routine. Building routines is so important for the transition to kindergarten. Practice what good listening looks like. Encourage your child to look at you when you give a direction, then give lots of praise when he or she follows a direction. Listening skills help your child to hear and understand directions as they are given. Finally, set expectations for your child by clearly stating the direction and then use praise.
Go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it.
Take time as you read with your child to talk about what words mean and look like in real life.
What do you think they're doing when it says stumble trip?
Ask your child questions using words from the story.
Yeah, they're stumbling and they're tripping over all the branches on the ground.
Reading in this way with your child can help build conversation skills and vocabulary.
How does a dog go?
Things that you can do at home are read and read often. It helps your child understand the sound of conversation when they hear you read. It also builds vocabulary. Talk with your child about things you see together. This builds vocabulary also. Finally, don't be afraid to use, quote, big words. Just take the time to tell your child what they mean. You'll be surprised at what they will remember. It's normal for students to have a tough time sharing or expressing themselves. What's important are the skills they have to handle disagreements with others. Sharing, understanding of right and wrong, and identifying different types of feelings are all skills that can help children learn to cooperate. Things you can do at home. As you read with your child, look at pictures of characters and talk about how they feel. Ask your child why the character feels that way, and if the character feels bad, ask your child what can be done to change that. Practice taking turns with your child. This is a different skill from sharing, and it is an important part of cooperation. If possible, make time for your child to play with other children who are their age. This will give you many opportunities to see how well your child can cooperate and to teach if needed. Students in kindergarten do many things on their own, like washing hands, putting backpacks and supplies away in the morning, and cleaning up after an activity. Giving your child many opportunities to do things independently at home will give them confidence when they begin school. At home, challenge your child to do things independently. They can do things that even they don't believe they can. Also, give praise and encouragement. Doing things independently is sometimes scary at first. Finally, create opportunities for your child to be independent. Setting the table, cleaning up toys, and feeding pets are all great things your child can do independently. We hope that you've gotten some ideas to use at home to help prepare your child and you for kindergarten. Reading throughout the video was mentioned over and over. Reading with your child every day provides so many opportunities to develop the top 10 skills highlighted in this video. To that end, here are some suggested readings you can find at the Boyle County Public Library.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go through something else. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a...
We realize that this is a milestone for you and your family. The first day of school can be a tough day for both you and your child. Know that we care about your child and we will be there to help with this transition. Feel free to contact your child's school anytime or the board office at 859-236-6634. Also, visit our website at www.boyle.kyschools.us for additional resources. Welcome to Boyle County. This is going to be a great year.